Welcome to this exhibit pack update. We're starting to see some cooler temperatures up here in Ely, but it's overall been a generally warm fall so far. We typically will have snow on the ground by this time of year, but we've really only seen a little bit of ice form on our pond, and that's pretty quick to melt away in the morning. We're starting to see some increased activity, probably due to this kind of cooler weather that's starting to move through. A lot of times this time of year is associated with increased activity as kind of breeding season hormones start to be produced. They will peak in February, but during this kind of initial production of those hormones, we do notice a significant increase in activity and dominance-related behaviors from our ambassador wolves. Overall, things continue to be fairly calm, but the instances of kind of heightened activity seem to be kind of paired between Grayson and Kaz, and then Rika and Blackstone. So it seems like whenever Kaz even sees Grayson, he just immediately kind of melts into this very submissive posture, which Grayson usually responds with a high tail and a little bit of kind of dominance posturing right over him. That's what we call ritualized dominance. It's these kind of small moments of conflict and resolution that occur throughout the day to overall minimize major conflict within the pack, and overall just kind of reduce tensions as well. So there you saw Rika do a little bit of a stalk towards Blackstone, chasing him over to the side of the enclosure. So you can see a little bit of maybe more social cues from Rika just by the way that her body is kind of positioned. She's doing a little bit of jaw sparring, her tail is kind of wagging in this kind of wide sweeping motion that's typically associated with a little bit more of a social interaction. But here you can see Blackstone's responding with a tail that's tucked. He's doing a chin rest on top of her. He just overall seems to be a little bit more uncomfortable during this interaction. And as this plays out, you can kind of see him do a bit of a lip curl towards her. His tail tucks a little bit more. She does a play bow, and then mounts him from behind. Kaz sees this commotion and he comes over and does a little bit of one to Rika as well. And then Blackstone retreats, going towards Care Staff a little bit, maybe seeking a little bit of refuge, while Rika does some kind of investigating of his rear. And while she doesn't actually grab at him, he does let out a preemptive yelp, just to kind of let her know to back off. And then later on, they just kind of continue this chase, and it begins to transform into more of a social interaction. So that just kind of goes to show how these little moments of kind of tension within the pack are settled pretty easily and pretty quickly overall. And these kind of small moments of ritualized dominance help to keep a very cohesive pack unit. Another thing I wanted to mention is our Give to the Wolves Day fundraiser. Give to the Wolves Day will be on November 21st this year, but we do have early giving opportunities starting from now until November 21st. So if you're interested, please check out the link in the video and in the description of this video, and you can learn a little bit more about Give to the Wolves Day and about how that supports our mission and our ambassador wolves. Thank you so much for your support, and we look forward to seeing you next time.